Came out of an old guitar. Look at this. This is actually, okay, this is amazing to me. Hey everybody, welcome to John's Guitar Lounge. I'm Johnny Stewart, and today I'm going to show you my unboxing video of my new Seymour Duncan Antiquity Stratocaster pickups. And these are the Texas Hot pickups, which are meant to give you sort of like that Texas blues, Stevie Ray Vaughan type tone. And they say that they are meant to sound like they came right out of like an old, late 1950s Stratocaster that gives you the tone that you can only get from a vintage Stratocaster. So stay tuned to John's Guitar Lounge because I'm going to be installing those pickups. I'm going to show you step by step how I do it in my very first Stratocaster, which is 35 years old this year, that I got when I was about 6 years old. So now you can do the math. And I'm going to be putting those in, and we're going to see how it sounds once it's all wired up. Now subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell icon so you'll be sure to see when I post my video next week where I actually install the new pickups into my Stratocaster. I have more than 60 free guitar lessons right on my channel, John's Guitar Lounge, so subscribe for all those and check all those out. So they come in this nice box. Let's see what's inside. Oh, holy cow. I thought they would all be together maybe, but no, they're not. Let's see. Got the first pickup here, and there's this note attached to it. My name is Seymour W. Duncan, and I build guitar pickups. I've been doing it for a long time. I'll say you have, Seymour. Of course, all of this is done in order to accurately replicate that unmistakable vintage tone of the early pickups in a way that could never be done in a mass production process. To some, this is craziness, but not to you and me, Seymour. Seymour, thank you for what you do. So now I'm going to take out this first pickup from the bag. They all come in these individual antiquity bags. Oh, and they're wrapped in paper. Holy cow, look at this. This is pretty darn cool. Okay, so this is a 637K reading on this pickup. I want to keep that over here. Now we want to keep track of which pickup is which. I don't even want to tear the paper if I can help it. We want to keep track of which reading is with which pickup. Wow, look at that. Look how it's aged, but it's not just aged, it's like that is clearly really well done. And that clearly looks like it came right out of a vintage Stratocaster, like out of an old guitar. Wow. Okay, and there's an N on this one written on the back in silver. I hope that means that's the neck pickup, but let's see what else we've got here. Okay, so now we'll take the one that's in the middle of the box at least. We'll unwrap that one. And again, I don't want to tear the paper if I can help it. There's a little piece of masking tape here, keeping it inside the tissue paper, the brown, like old-fashioned. Everything about this is old-fashioned, and it's meant to be like it just came out of an old guitar. Look at this. This is actually, okay, this is amazing to me. Look at this. There is soot and little residue inside of the paper from the aging process that was done to the pickup. Look at this. So there's oxidation on the poles, the pole pieces, the magnets. And look, there's oxidation that has come off into the paper. That is attention to detail like you do not see very often. Okay, and thank God that has an M on it, so I know that's the middle pickup, and I know that this one is the neck pickup, for sure. And my understanding is these are all wound slightly differently, so that way you get the most out of each position. And if you want to see more about Seymour Duncan, Carl Verheyen in my video with Carl, here's what's going to be the bridge pickup, 979K by the way. Carl Verheyen mentioned him during my interview, and he actually helped him buy Carl's favorite Strat with the best pickups that both Carl and Seymour have ever heard in an original Strat from the 1950s. So if you want to see more about that, check out my video, which I will link right here in the description. Yep, and here is the bridge pickup. And look at this. Seymour even hand-signed it right on the serial number here on the bridge pickup. That is really, really cool. Now look at the detail on these. Look at the wires. Look at all the aging process on this. This is not just like, some colored plastic or something with a couple of dings in it to make it look like it's aged. This really looks like it came out of a 75-year-old guitar. This is just amazing to me. Holy cow. So now that we've got the pickups out and ready to go, let's see what else is in the box. Hopefully there's something else. Okay, we got this tissue paper here. But then we've got, okay, a nice Seymour W. Duncan Antiquity guitar pickup sticker that's going on the back of one of my pedal boards. As soon as I'm done with this, then good, we've got a wiring schematic, that helps. And then we've got, look at this, 3 separate packages of screws for each of the pickups. And look at how each of these are aged slightly differently. This is really amazing to me. Each screw and each set of screws for each of the pickups is aged slightly differently, probably based on which pickup you play over most often and which one your arm and your wrist and your hand sweat on the most. And I know which one it is on this guitar because I have been working on it, and I showed you that actually with the screws that I took out of the pick guard in the original pickups in this Stratocaster. So I'm going to show you where each of these are going to go in mine to emulate the original. And I could certainly, if I wanted to, use the original screws from the original pickups from the guitar, but I'm going to have to think about that now and decide what I want to do. If I want to use the original pickup screws, which are pretty tarnished because this is a 35-year-old guitar, so these are pretty tarnished, and I've got these springs. These springs come with it, but of course, the vintage pickups didn't have springs. They had these little rubber washers, actually fairly good-sized rubber washers. And so these are the old screws, these are the new screws, and I'm going to have to decide what I want to use and what I want to do when I put in these beautiful Seymour Duncan Antiquity pickups. Now make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see next week's video where I'm going to actually install these pickups. Hit the like button on this video so YouTube will push it out to more people. Subscribe to my channel to see more than 60 free guitar lessons. 60 free guitar lessons right on my channel. Okay everybody, thanks for being here. Thank you Seymour Duncan for such an amazing, amazing product. I cannot wait to hear how these sound. See you next time right here in John's Guitar Lounge.